Here's an example of how you can use OctopuSequencer to figure out some clever polyrhythm things. So I'm going to clear all the sequences and we're just going to focus on sequences 1 and 2. I'm going to set the repeat length of both of those to 1 and draw in a single note on the top line of both sequences. So we're going to deal with 5 against 4. So to hear 5 against 4, you can type in 5 in sequence of 1 and 4 in sequence of 2. That sounds like this. Let's make this into a different sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 4 on the hi-hat. Now let's say we want to subdivide that 5 into eighth notes. One thing we could do is double the rate. But that doesn't really help us hear the eighth notes. What I'm going to do is use the top line feature, and I'm going to do 30 against 4. So 30 is 6 times 5, and that will let us do some fun things. So that sounds like this to begin with, which is kind of outrageous. I'm going to route sequence of 1 to the top line and not to drums. Sequence of 2 is going to remain on the drums. I'm going to go and edit the top line settings for sequence of 1, clear what's in there, and choose a high bongo sound and add that. And I'm going to set the steps in the velocity sector to 6. And what that does is gives us 6 faders in here that we can choose the volume of. What I'm going to do, if you listen now, that's playing all 6 notes equally. I'm going to bring the velocities down and just put the first one up. So now we're accenting every 6th note out of those 30, which is giving us 5 against 4. Now if I bring up that fader too, then we'll have 5 against 4 but split into 8th notes, but accented 1 and 2 and. And if I wanted to hear what it sounded like to play triplets, then we could bring up that one and that one. So that's just some of the ways that you can utilize the velocity selector and the top line and the different rates to get some fun things going on with polyrhythms.